Hey, welcome back there, YouTubers, video watchers, people of the internet, young ladies, gentlemen, young people, cats and dogs. It's Big Sammy at y'all. I wanted to send you a quick video. It ain't gonna be quick, I know. I talk a lot, but anyways, this is a junkyard find bike we found on the side of the road earlier. We've already cleaned it up a little bit, so it didn't look that good. It actually looked a lot bad. It had cobwebs, spider webs, looked like spilt soda on it. It had some bat turds, rat turds, all kind of stuff on it. But I was like, hey, you know what? My grandson wants to learn how to drive a bike, and I, want to be there to help him. And like they say, everything is funner when you have two people involved, right? So I figured I'd pick this bike up for myself. It was on the side of the road, of course, just to kind of let y'all know, and just in case you decide to do this, I mean, you can always pay a bike professional to look at it if you want to do it. But I mean, for a junkyard bike, you can probably, or a bike on the side of the road, you can look at it like this, and then can tell you if you should leave it or keep it or what you should do with it. So first thing you want to do is put the bike upside down like so. And what you're going to look for is you're going to kind of spin the tires, if you can spin them. You want to make sure that tire is not wobbling back and forth. You want to listen to the tires, so you turn them. All right, see, we don't hear nothing. All right, next you go to the back tire. And kind of check and see if the chain is jumping off, coming on and off. It was coming on and off when I picked it up, but only because, like I said, it was sitting on the side of the road. It's probably in somebody's backyard or in their garage. But you're looking at the tires. Let's see how it's not moving. It's got a little bit of movement in it, but we already took it down the road. I took it down the road to make sure it was running good. And at the same time, you want to listen to it. And then make sure that everything is working. Tire's not making noise. See there? You guys listening to that? Nice and smooth, but like I said, we oiled it up first, so you just want to kind of make sure everything is moving first. Now let me stop it here. All right, so another way, say that if things are not moving that great, what you want to do is you want to check your bearings. Check your bearings right here. And you do that by putting your hand here and one hand here. And what you can do, I'm going to try to do it. I'm not going to do it with you guys, but I'll put my hand up top and I just kind of shake the bike as I hold it. And what I'm doing is I'm listening and looking to see if that tire goes like this. Or if you take it, like I said, when you see that tire going like that, that's letting you know if it's wobbling. And usually your bearings are bad whenever that happens. It can be a situation where if your tire is out of round, like if it's moving back and forth, it could be because the rim itself is bent. And sometimes it's just about buying a new rim or finding a rim somewhere. Just read the side of your tire right here. Like this is a 26 inch. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it's a 26 inch tire. So it's a 26 inch bike. And you can just buy a 26 inch rim, put it on there, and there it is stamped again down there. Right there, 26 inch tire. And you can buy a new tire and rim and fix that problem if it's a bent rim. You kind of check your spokes while you're going through it. I've already kind of did this, but I'm just letting you guys see how I do it. Check your spokes and make sure none of them spokes are wiggling or out of out of the hole or coming off here. So you've checked your tires, you've checked your rims, make sure that they're not going. You want to check your pedals, make sure they're free spinning. There you go. And like I said, it didn't move this well when we first got it because we had to oil it everything up. And let's put it back on its side, or on its top. Then what you want to do is, this one had a kickstand. You could see the kickstand was down there, but somebody took it off, but that's okay. You want to make sure all your brakes and everything else works. I don't know if you can see that. Make sure all your brakes and everything works. We got a little brake pad there that is almost gone, but that's okay. We can get new brake pads put on it, and all they do is press up against here to stop the tire from moving, you know, slow you up. You want to kind of check little stuff and make sure that the forks, they're called forks here, I'm going to make sure that they're not rusted or broken. First time you get on it, first thing you don't want to do is fall face first, or, you know, have a wreck because, you know, your forks were bent, or, you know, there was something broken on there. You're checking your frame, make sure there's no broken parts. I'm gonna check my shock here because this is what keeps the whole frame. You know, you know, you got a piece here that holds everything together, but this is another piece that, you know, as it functions back and forth, it kind of does that and gives a softer ride. As I said, you're gonna check in your whole bike and make sure nothing's bent. We've got a little, this is a speedometer, which we got over there. By the way, let me go on over there because I'm going to show you guys what oil I use. So here's our little speedometer. We took the battery out. We're going to go try to get a battery and see if that works. Here's the oil that I use. It's a 3-in-1 oil, multi-purpose, and you can use thicker oil if you would like to. I don't, because of the fact that as you're riding around, and if you get dirt will cling to this, and to your oil, I mean, and cling to your chain and then make your chain skip. And then, you know, that's not good, no bueno. So you want to make sure you got a good oil, but thin oil too. And then of course you want to do this. You know, I probably do it depending on how much you ride. I would say do it every month. I mean, more oil is not going to hurt. If you go to a place where you go, you know, a lot of mud and gunk, you're going to spray everything off and keep it cleaned up. You may want to oil it every time you clean it up, or if you ride in the rain. You want to check your, you know, your handlebars, make sure they're nice and tight. They're tight here. And check all your little gear shifters. You check them while you're driving, you know, to make sure it's switching gears and everything else. Like I said, you can always change gears if you want. You can change these out. They probably sell a kit, but I like to, like on the junkyard bike, I like to make sure these already work before I pick it up. Worst case scenario, you can always keep the frame and scrap everything else and keep a frame and build it back if you want. This is another thing I wanted to show you guys. So when we're talking about checking out for tires, you want to check and make sure the tires are not dry rotted. I don't know if you guys can see right there, but there is a little break in that tire. So these tires are dry rotted, so they've been on the bike for a while. The front tire is probably pretty good for now, but you know, I like to change everything out together because, you know, if that tire is bad, this tire is not going to be too far behind it, so it'd be better to change both tires out. But if you're on a budget, change out your dry rotted tire first. You can find your size of your tire again on your tire, or like I showed you guys before, you can look on the rim and it'll be stamped on your rim on this bike anyway. But that's pretty much got it all with getting a junkyard bike or a bike from the side of the street. Just check it out real good. Saves you some money if you can do it this way, and you don't have to buy you know, take it to a bike shop and get them to go through it, and then they're going to probably try to sell you a bunch of parts and pieces you may or may not need, you know, like stuff like this where it's a little rusted. Hey, as long as it's working, I don't care. check your seat. You don't want to be riding down the road and hit a bump and then the seat come flying off and then you're, you got something up your bum. That's not cool. But anyways, like I said, this is to hopefully help somebody if you're wanting to get into bike cheap, instead of going out to Walmart or some other place. If you find a good bike on the side of the road, or either on Facebook Marketplace or wherever you may have, you can find them here. And hey, you get you a nice little bike going, go ride and get started, and do some cool mountain biking, or in my case, teach my grandson how to ride his little bike. All right, well, I appreciate y'all coming by. If you got any comments, or like and subscribe if you would. Any of the guys that are driving bikes, if you know anything about this one, drop a comment, let me know. Like I said, I don't know very much about it, and I appreciate y'all stopping by. Be safe, be good to one another, and we'll check you later. Big Sammy. Catch y'all later. Peace.